Out of all car brands, Mercedes-Benz has the longest history. After all, it was the car company that started it all through Carl Benz, the de facto inventor of the first combustion-powered car in 1886. Although the Benz patent Motorwagen was not a vast car with its 1-horsepower single-cylinder engine, it eventually led to the founding of what would later become Mercedes-Benz. Throughout its entire history, Mercedes was a brand that chased perfection and performance. Combined with the company's rich motorsports history and good old German engineering, this led to some truly mind-blowing creations, some of which were not road legal. In this video, we're going to be looking at the top 10 fastest Mercedes sports cars ranked. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more awesome auto guides, and make sure you hit the notification bell so that you know when we publish a new video. So now, let's cut to the chase. At 10, 1955 Mercedes 300 SLR Uhlenhaut Coupe, 180 miles per hour. The Mercedes 300 SLR is a high-performance variant of the 300 SL that came a year earlier. In 1954, its fixed-head variant, dubbed the Uhlenhaut Coupe after its designer Rudolf Uhlenhaut, is currently the most expensive car in the world. Last year, the Mercedes-Benz Museum in Stuttgart sold one of only two existing 300 SLR Uhlenhaut coupes for $142 million. Wowza, at a special auction. Its 3-litre naturally aspirated M196S straight-8 engine put out 310 horsepower and 234 pound-feet, allowing for a top speed of 180 miles per hour, making it the fastest road-going sport car of its time. Its open-top racing variant enjoyed a successful racing career with drivers like Sir Stirling Moss and Juan Manuel Fangio behind the wheel. Sadly, the 300 SLR is also associated with the 1955 Le Mans disaster, which prompted Mercedes' long absence from racing. Next up at 9, 2018 Mercedes AMG C63S, 180 miles per hour. The 2018 Mercedes AMG C63S was the first compact sports car from Mercedes to benefit from the brilliant M177 4-litre twin-turbo V8. Luckily for fans and Mercedes, the downsized V8 managed to fill in the shoes of the old M156 V8 rather well. With the letter S added to the AMG C63, output rose from 476 horsepower and 479 pound-feet to 510 horsepower and 516 pound-feet. The C205 generation C63 proves that, despite going the downsizing route, it's still a tyre-shredding lunatic. The AMG C63 comes exclusively as rear-wheel drive, but still manages a 3.7-second sprint to 60 miles per hour. The top speed is an autobahn-worthy 180 miles per hour. At 8, the 2021 Mercedes AMG SL55, 183 miles per hour. The 2021 Mercedes AMG SL brought back a few traits from old-school Mercedes SL models, such as the soft convertible top and 2+2 layout. Two of the three powertrain options for the AMG SL feature the M177 4-litre twin-turbo V8 that was first introduced in 2014 as a replacement of the naturally aspirated 6.2-litre M156 M159 V8 in the lesser 55 version. The twin-turbo V8 produces 476 horsepower and 516 pound-feet. That power is sent to all four wheels and managed through a 9-speed speed-shift automatic. This allows the mid-spec AMG SL to hit 60 miles per hour in 3.7 seconds onto a top speed of 183 miles per hour. At 7, 2011 Mercedes C63 AMG Black Series, 186 miles per hour. Often regarded as the last old-school C63, the 2011 Mercedes C204 C63 AMG, that's a mouthful, is the epitome of German muscle. The iconic 6.2-litre M156 V8 did not require forced induction to make up to 517 horsepower and 457 pound-feet in the bonkers Black Series version. This range-topping variant gave the C63 AMG fender flares, new front splitter, canards and a tall rear wing, all of which made of carbon fibre. The 7-speed DCT was recalibrated and the suspension stiffened, but the C63 Black Series remained a tyre-shredding maniac. With a 0 to 60 miles per hour time of 4 seconds, it could give its turbocharged successor a run for its money. Despite the aggressive body kit, which increased downforce, the C63 AMG Black Series was able to power through to 186 miles per hour. Next up at 6, 2013 Mercedes SLS AMG Black Series, 196 miles per hour. The Mercedes SLS AMG is the first Mercedes sports car developed from ground zero by AMG. It was only natural that the Black Series treatment would be bestowed upon this retro, futuristic homage to the 1954 Gullwing, eventually. The end result was a wider, lighter, stiffer and lower variant of the sleek SLS AMG that was still road legal but track-focused. The 6.2-litre M159 V8 remained normally aspirated but received more aggressive cams among other improvements in order to produce 631 horsepower and 468 pound-feet. The 7-speed DCT was recalibrated for snappier gear changes, resulting in a 3.4-second 0 to 60 miles per hour time. A fixed rear wing worked with the rest of the body to pull the car toward the ground at high speeds. Because of this, the more powerful Black Series was actually slower than the standard SLS, with a top speed of 196 miles per hour. At 5, 2021 Mercedes AMG SL63, 196 miles per hour. In 2021, Mercedes reintroduced the SL. The two letters stood for Sport Licht or Sport Light, although the last few generations were not much of either. The new R232 generation, however, changes that as it is the first SL developed by AMG. The model is also built on the same production line as the AMG GT sports car and shares a lot of components with it, making it, by far, the sportiest Mercedes SL ever produced. The R232 comes in 3 guises, with the range topper being the AMG SL63. It comes with a 4-litre twin-turbo V8 that packs 585 horsepower and 590 pound-feet. The 9G automatic and 4MATIC all-wheel drive is standard and allows the car to reach a top speed of 196 miles per hour. At 4, 2017 Mercedes AMG GTR, 198 miles per hour. The Mercedes AMG GTR was the most powerful version of the AMG GT that didn't feature a flat-plane crankshaft. The 4-litre M177 twin-turbo V8 produces anywhere from 476 in base setup to 730 horsepower in the flat-plane GT Black Series. The AMG GTR's version of the 4-litre unit still retained the iconic burbling V8 sound. Moreover, it backed the aggressive tone with 585 horsepower and 516 pound-feet, which allowed the 3,428 pound Benz to rocket to 60 miles per hour in 3.4 seconds. The AMG GTR boasts massive power, but also aggressive aero that helps keep it planted. This epic mix of raw power and downforce resulted in a top speed of 198 miles per hour. Next up at 3, 2008 Mercedes SL55 AMG Black Series, 199 miles per hour. Back when the SL was a heavy old man's GT car, it was entirely up to AMG to take the vanilla model and turn it into a proper speed lunatic. The result from one such exercise is the R230-based Mercedes SL65 AMG Black Series. The mad scientists from Affalterbach took the standard behemoth of an SL65 and made it wider, lighter, and frankly too powerful for its own good. The 6-litre M275 twin-turbo V12 packed 670 horsepower and 738 pound-feet, which the car struggled to put to the ground. The 5G automatic was the only transmission at the time capable of holding up to the massive torque, which was electronically limited. The car's top speed was limited to 199 miles per hour. Oh, is that all? At 2, it's the 2013 Mercedes SLS AMG GT, 199 miles per hour. In 2010, Mercedes introduced a modern homage to the 1954 Mercedes 300 SL Gullwing. In the coupe variant, the neo-retro sports car featured the iconic gullwing doors and a more powerful dry-sump version of the 6.2-litre naturally aspirated V8 engine. This was also the first Mercedes sports car entirely developed by AMG. The 2013 SLS AMG GT version is the second most powerful after the track-focused Black Series, but is the fastest, having a top speed of 199 miles per hour. Thanks to the 592 horsepower and 479 pound-feet. As with all SLS AMG variants, power is sent to the rear through a 7-speed dual-clutch automatic. And finally, drumroll please for number 1, 2020 Mercedes AMG GT Black Series, 202 miles per hour. In 2015, Mercedes AMG introduced a successor to the neo-retro SLS AMG. Dubbed the AMG GT, it ushered a new age in Mercedes sports cars and started the modern designation of the brand's performance models with the AMG abbreviature before the model name. In many ways, this was a more focused sports car than the SLS. The M159 6.2-litre V8 was replaced by the 4-litre M178 twin-turbo V8. In 2020 came the range-topping AMG GT Black Series, which also introduced a version of that engine with a flat-plane crankshaft. It put out 730 horsepower and 590 pound-feet. Despite the racetrack-optimized aggressive aerodynamics, the AMG GT Black Series still managed 202 miles per hour. That's pretty fast. And there you have the 10 fastest Mercedes sports cars ranked. Did you like what you saw? I certainly did. Let us know in the comments down below. Share this video with your friends and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more fantastic auto guides. See you next time, Mercedes lovers.